Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and of course, continuing on reviewing Halloweenish films. That's right, you read the title of what I'm reviewing, and as I teased in the last review, and yet another film celebrating its anniversary, and that being The Woman in Black. Yes, yep, and of course featuring none other than Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe. And yeah, it's hard to believe. Just a year after Daniel was finished with the Harry Potter franchise, he would go on to do, say this film, man, because I remember when like the trailers and the TV spots, were being shown, and not to mention like one promo where, audiences their reactions to watching the movie and with the jump scares and the aftermath of what they thought of the film. Yeah, I remember that, definitely. Yeah, and my mom and I, a couple years ago, we did finally watch this, for the first time. And, yeah, I think probably we, some of the jump scares kind of got us, yeah, because that's the thing, especially for me, sometimes, yeah, jump scares would definitely get me, if they're, say, very quick, or, they're right in your face, or if it's loud, yeah, yeah, they kind of get me sometimes, yeah, so The Woman in Black, okay, the story. A young solicitor travels to a remote village where he discovers that the vengeful ghost of a scorned woman is terrorizing the locals. Yeah, even, say, how this movie opens, we see, three, little girls, having, playing tea party and so on, and literally out of nowhere, they just, yeah, one of, I think they see something, somewhere in their room, and they just get up, and they just walk towards the windows, and they falter their death. So you hear their mother's, screeching voice in terror, because they died. And, of course, we get the introduction of our main character, Arthur Kipps. Yes, said the last name right. Played by the one and only Daniel Radcliffe, a.k.a. Harry Potter. Yep, and, basically, he is, he's a solicitor who is a single father who lost his wife after she gave childbirth to their son, Stella Kipps. And, I'm sorry, not Stella. Where's the son? Okay, Joseph. Right, Joseph, played by Misha Handley. Yeah, and Stella Kipps, yeah, the wife and mother, being played by Sophie Stuckey, maybe I'm saying that right, I don't know, but correct me if I am wrong. And also there's the nanny, of course, to Joseph, being played by Jessica Raine. I think I got that right. And so basically he is going out of town, and of course he makes his way to what would come to him, you know what I'm saying, and with the locals. And some of the other, cast of characters, there was, yeah, that's right, there was Sam Daly, played by Ciaran Hinds, he's a very well-known British actor, and, so he's one of the main cast members as well. There's also Sam's wife, Mrs. Daly, played by Janet McTeer, and there were a couple other, cast members as well, Fisher Girl, one being played by Molly Harmon, and Emma Shorey, and Alyssa Walker-Reid. Yep. And then there was, oh, okay, I think I get, yeah, the Fisher sisters, and Fisher being played by Sean Dooley, and Mrs. Fisher being played by Mary Stockley. Yep. And there was, the Hardy, family members, Victoria Hardy, being played by Alexa Osborne, and Charlie Hardy being played by William Topin. I think I said, no, Tobin. I think that's how you say it, Tobin. And then there was, nursemaid, played by Lucy May Barker, little girl on train, played by Andrea Anger. I don't think I'm saying that right. And Andy Robb, who plays a doctor. And Mr. Bentley, played by Roger Allman. Allum, that's right. But yeah, so, of course, this movie is so well known for its jump scares, and, you know, it's great to see that this movie did turn out pretty good. Like, okay, it had a story to it, of course, but man, did it have some good jump scares, definitely. Heck, I have seen this video on YouTube where, like, the audience reaction to the jump scares, especially when halfway into the movie where, you know, Arthur, he's in that, like, haunted, like, mansion or, you know, whatever it is, like that big house, and, you know, a lot of jump scares happen. Even, like, say, a wind-up monkey toy or whatever that plays the maracas, like, it kind of activates. So, even, like, say, Arthur, I think Arthur, yeah, he has a dog with him at one point, you know. Even, like, say, we see more, like, locals, you know, and kids being, like, killed and so on, and not to mention, like, there was, like, one sequence where a fire was happening, and Arthur, like, went in to save one of the kids, like, a daughter, basically, and, well, you just see the look on the girl's face, and, you know, obviously it's the woman in black's doing, the ghost, and, yeah, and basically she just, like, pours, like, the, candle, you know, like, wax on her, whatever, you know, and she sets herself on fire. Like, God, that's horrible. Being told to do that by the ghost, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and some moments with the ghost are terrifying, too. Like, one of the jump scares, like, some pretty good ones that I can think of, like, well, when, Arthur sees a handprint, like, on a window, he, like, kind of touches it, you know, with his hand, and we see a face on the window. Ah! Like, that's a pretty good jump scare. And, like, one where there's a rocking chair rocking itself, and at one point you like, see the face as it, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, and how I'm trying to describe it. But also, like, we find out about the woman in black. She had a son, and they were kind of separated, and of course the son died. And at one point, yeah, Arthur and Sam, they do find the child, and basically the thing is, like, you know, trying to reunite them. And we also find out that, oh yeah, because the ghost, the woman in black, she basically had had those kids and anybody else, like, do those things to die and so on. Yeah, like, as I said at the beginning of the film, those 3 little girls jumping out of the window. Yeah, of course, that was her doing. I think making Mrs. Daly go insane at times, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, so, music was pretty good, too. And, who was that ghost? Well, and yeah, there are the uncredited cast members, but I'm not sure, like, I don't know. Oh, like, I think the ghost did have a voice, and, Janet being voiced by Lou Corfield. Interesting name. Okay, and I found it. The ghost being named Janet, and Janet being played by Liz White. Yeah, I'm telling you, Liz White as the woman in black, you know, she was so good. Like, when we see her on screen and, like horrific, like, ghost screams she gives, and even, like, say, when she, like, charges at Arthur, jeez. Even Sam is not really sure at first, like if he wants to believe or not, and even when Arthur tells Sam that, you know, he saw them, you know, the mother and the son, but of course, eventually, he starts seeing that too, and he believes. Yeah, he now finally believes. Yep, so... But anyways... And of course, well, let's see, yeah, because they do find the son, like, and they, reunite with, like, the son is reunited with the mother in her grave, and it seems like all ends well, like, he's heading back to London, and, yeah, of course, the nanny and Joseph, they were there, but, Arthur, he just wants to... He wants to have him and the nanny and Joseph to just get back to London tonight. But then, at one point, well, you think that all is ending well, but nope. Joseph is being commanded by the woman in black herself. Yep. Going down in the train tracks, and when an incoming train is about to hit him, and of course, Arthur being very quick at it, and, well, I think it's obvious, they didn't make it, obviously, and, even Sam seeing, the woman in black again, like, as the train's passing by, and, like, through the windows, you know what I'm saying, and one last, scene is, well, it's like, I think, Arthur and Joseph, they are dead, and they're in heaven, and they are reunited with, of course, Stella. Yep. Arthur reunited with his wife, and of course, Joseph finally seen his mother, and that's kind of a nice happy ending right there. They are reunited, but it's not over because, well, we get one last shot of the woman in black, Janet, and, it basically shows that, she's not defeated and it's not over. Like, okay, that wasn't enough for her, like, being reunited with her son. Like, she just likes to continue terrorizing and spooking people, etc., and commanding them to kill themselves. Yeah. And there was a sequel, actually, probably eventually I'll review that at some point. But yeah, The Woman in Black, it's really good, definitely. And I kind of didn't understand this, like, I don't know, maybe I kind of did, like, the villagers, the local town that, Arthur had traveled to, like, I just kind of didn't get what their deal was with Arthur, because what, obviously the locals, they know about the ghost and the woman in black, but I guess they probably know that there's a connection with Arthur and the woman in black, I guess. So, and also, yeah, this was based on a novel by the same name by Susan Hill. So, yep, and directed by James Watkins. Like, that name sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he looks familiar. I don't know. Well, like, some of the films he directed, like, there was The Take, that had Idris Elba, and there was Eden Lake, and Macafia, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, I don't really know that film. But anyways, so, yeah. But with all that being said, yeah, The Woman in Black, it's such a good horror film, and, if anybody, like, who, like, likes to be jump scared and so on, you get my point. And how do I rate this? Good question. Well, what the heck, yeah, it is on my mind. Like, yeah, I'll go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 stars for The Woman in Black. And what about you? What about you guys? What did you think of my review? And if you had seen this film, leave comments and give this review a like as always. So, with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of The Woman in Black. Again, 10 out of 10. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video / review. And, of course, continuing on reviewing Halloweenish films. And the next one, later tonight, well, let's just say that it is a Tim Burton film, and it has to do something with vampires. You might know what I'm talking about, and not to mention that this film is celebrating its anniversary as well. So stay tuned for that. And yep, again, happy anniversary to The Woman in Black. Take care, and peace out.